Hello everyone! Today I'm here in Oklahoma and welcome back for another episode of Science News. My name is Roha and I'll be your host, and the topics we are discussing in today's episode are artificial selection and monoculture. So what are these words? Well, basically, artificial selection is when one species is selected over another because it has more desirable traits. For example, if a species had bigger stalks of corn and another had smaller stalks, the species with bigger stalks would be selected by the farmers, and the smaller stalks might go extinct and the bigger stalks might continue to get produced. And now, what about monoculture? Say this was my farm. A monoculture would be if I were to grow the same crop over and over and never sub anything out. Through decades of artificial selection, crops that are grown, the amount of crops that have been grown are growing smaller and smaller, and that leads to even more monoculture farming. Now, the effects of monoculture farming are going to be explained by my two guests that I'm going to have come. So let's go see them. So joining us today, we have two guests to help speak on our topic. Our first is coming all the way from LA to help us talk about artificial selection and monoculture. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Jonathan Promosher and I'm the scientific expert. I came from LA to help our host Roha with her scientific experiment.
Thank you so much for joining us. And from our local farm, we have taken a stalk of corn to help speak about her experiences in the farm.
My name is Keegan, and I'm a stalk of corn here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. I'm here to discuss the negative effects and severe impacts of replanting the same crop over and over again while simultaneously selectively breeding it. These impacts can be very significant.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now let's let Jonathan take it away.
Analyzing and interpreting data by Jonathan.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Promosher and I'm the scientific expert from LA. I'm here to overlook the evidence on this experiment. So evidence from foodprint.org states that monocropping can degrade soil over time, and this can cause problems necessitating more man-made products to go into the soil, and this can overall contribute to climate change. Individually, monoculture lacks diversity and can lead to overproduction of a certain crop. Artificial selection can also potentially take away a species or crop's ability to survive on its own, protect itself in the wild, and evolve naturally over their generations. There are alternatives to farming that can be used to avoid monocropping and artificial selection, and they'll be talked about later in the video.
Cause and Effect by Keegan. My name is Keegan, and I'm a stalk of corn here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Today, I'm here to discuss the negative impacts and severe effects of repeatedly, selectively breeding the same crop over and over again to produce desired traits by farmers. Due to the lack of diversity among selectively bred corn here in this acre of land, I'm finding disease and foreign substances that my degraded soil is not used to. Through years of evolution and planting the same crop in a row, plants can become incredibly resistant to pesticides. The little genetic difference among crops makes it difficult over time for plants like me to sufficiently defend ourselves against toxicants. The aftermath of replanting over and over again additionally causes an inability to control the pests roaming the soil. Also, because of the absence of variety in crops, nutrients and natural soil functions are eliminated, and as a result of this, the quality of my soil is compromised. And I do not taste as good as I'd like to. So not only does artificial selection hinder diversity among our crops, but monoculture does as well. And these consequences result in disease and pesticides.
Okay, so this was a very interesting topic to talk about. We learned a lot about artificial selection and monoculture. We learned about the data and the evidence from Jonathan, and we learned about the impact on the crops from Keegan. Now, there needs to be a better solution than monoculture if it's so bad. Well, we have one. Take it away, Keegan.
In my experience, regular rotating crops can increase diversity and help the quality of the soil. I think that having an increase in diversity will help replenish nutrients to the soil, which can also help fight against pathogenic substances, such as what I've been finding recently.
That's a great comment, Keegan. We hope that you guys learned a lot from this video. Thank you so much for joining us for this week's episode of Science News. Jonathan?
We hope you learned a lot about monoculture and artificial selection's negative impacts. Oh wait, I'm late for my flight.
Oh my god, I gotta get back in the soil.
Oh no! Well, if they're all gone, I guess that concludes the episode. Bye!